Here we go. So, all right. So, I think the last time I talked to you was prior to Bricks versus Intake, right? I think that was the last time I talked to you.
Yeah, right after
And
the
we,
EA battle.
yeah, and we were manifesting you becoming a brick.
Yes, we were. Absolutely. Nothing
And
but
here
the
we
truth.
are. Here we are.
Yes,
Mr.
B1B.
B1 himself.
Yup, B1B. Be the MC. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah. See, that's what I be talking about. When you say it and then it comes true because you put the work in.
Absolutely, that's a big deal. You gotta follow through with what you say you're gonna do. And I plan on doing that again this time around. Absolutely.
That's a fact. From the let's see, where did we start? You battle Ieze.
Battle Yaze.
Ieze,
That was a
one of
fire
the
battle.
most talked about battles.
Yeah, that was battle of the night. I mean, we had a couple brick battles on there that you could, obviously there were 3 round crazy battles, but we had the intake battle of the night for sure.
Debatable.
Right, right, of
Some
course.
say
I
you
get you.
won.
I'm a little biased.
But nonetheless, one of the most talked about battles.
Copy.
Salute to Ieze. He just had the Crucible, I believe, the other weekend. So salute to him on that. Salute to
Yeah,
Studio
salute to
Gang.
bro.
You go from there and you make the Sweet 16.
That's a fact.
Then you battle none other than Mr. Man Down himself, Infrared the General.
Salute to Infrared for showing up, showing out during that battle because he took it seriously, and I needed that in an opponent. I didn't want anybody taking it light, so he did what he's supposed to do for sure. Salute to Red, but I definitely was in there. I was in there going crazy.
I definitely think a lot of people underestimated you with
No,
the infrared battle.
yeah,
And I
because
was
I didn't.
like, why?
It's because I didn't have 3 rounds. There was a lot of people who had already made an impression prior to me 2 times, some 3 times. So my EAZ was a one time. Now you start thinking, is it a fluke? Were we just the shock value of it? The shock factor, shit like that. So there's a lot of variables when it comes to the place that I hold as far as when I came into the RBE process, when I came into the intake, shit like that, how I became a top 16, how I became a B1. All those things are, they create controversy because I had to do it. I did it differently than a lot of people would have anticipated.
Talk about it. Talk about the
Like
process.
no, like I got in the process fourth quarter, in the intake. That was when we did the last EAZ battle. That was the last chance you had to show up, show out, get in the top 16, get a brick battle. You had to do it or don't. And they were judging everybody on their past performances as well as their promotional ability, their 70%, how active they are, how visible they are, things like that. So all those things kind of carried in when I came in the fourth quarter. I'm showing up. I'm outside. People can see that I'm visible. There's other people who have been in the process who aren't visible, who aren't showing up and showing out. They might be good at emceeing. They might be good. They rap real good, but they're not doing the other end of it as far as the promotion, or they're not doing, the spaces. A lot of people talk shit about the spaces, but that's where a lot of people get their opportunities from because that's where the networking is. A lot of it's just straight networking. How you approach it is how you approach it. So, I mean, I think that the spaces are great. So all those things combined created my ability to get into the 16, which got me that infrared battle.
That is very true. Because the question that I think a lot of people was like, going into the EAZ battle, I think some people had you as an underdog.
Oh, for sure, because nobody knew who I was. I mean, some people did. Granted, I walked in the building, there was people who knew who I was. But for the majority of the fans, EAZ and his fan base, they weren't familiar with me. The room, Wing knew what I could do. She knew I was gonna go in there and go crazy. If you watch my footage, you were aware. But I don't think they expected what I brought. The energy that I wanted to make sure that I brought to the table was different than what they expected. So you're right. They didn't expect it to be like that. I was definitely the underdog in that battle. Even in the infrared battle, though, they gave him the underdog situation a little bit because he wasn't super active.
Yeah.
So they were kind of like, "Oh, we ain't seen you, Red. We see B," and
Yep.
that's why he turned up. So that's
Yep.
why that battle was so good because we both had a chip on our shoulder.
So, how did you call you versus infrared?
I say 2-1. It's pretty clear. First round for me was pretty clear. Second round, I think I had more intangibles. I think his first round and his second round were interchangeable. I think his third round was his standout round, which was also where I kind of let off the gas. I watched when I watch it back and I kind of observed the situation. You can see where it's like, okay, I was kind of done and didn't realize I was done until I was in the moment. And I was like, oh, I don't got much left. I don't got a lot of gas left. I don't got a lot of material left. Like this is kind of the end of the round type shit. But Red put his foot on the gas in that third round. So I think that was his best round. That was some of the best material I heard from him also in that round. So I think that 2-1 pretty clear. The reason that it's debatable even more so is because his third round was so good. It makes you double back and say, oh, let me check out his other rounds. Now you're going to like that material a little more because you're familiar with Red. So you might change it. You might say, oh, actually, I had that second round being debatable. But for me personally, I called it 2-1, be the MC.
I'm trying to think. I know I had you 2-1. I think I gave you the first. I gave you the first, him the third,
Yeah, the
and
second
then
the most controversial round if to
yeah,
say
I
it
think
like
I
that.
edged you with the second. I think that's how I called it.
It's really a preference too. I did a little funny shit in there. I schemed a little bit. He did more of the street shit. He was talking his shit that he normally does, his man down shit. So like it was really a style clash in that second round for sure.
Definitely lived up to the hype.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that.
Cause like a lot of people, I know somebody on Twitter had asked me like, okay, BDMC, we keep hearing so much about him. It's like, okay, he got a brick. What are you gonna do? I said, if you watched him versus EAZ,
Yeah.
expect 20 times more of what he just did in one round in three.
Yeah, I'm able to space it out. I'm able to use a little more of my actual personality. I was able to use a little bit more of the characteristics that I feel like I bring to battle rap well.
Mm-hmm.
So in 3 rounds, you can do that. In one round, I can't do everything in one round. And if I try to, it's gonna end up. I did a lot in my EAZ round. I had some aggression. I had some little comedy. I had a little bit of different things that I like to do. So, but at 3 rounds, you can do a lot with 3 rounds. So I think I did that with my first 2 rounds, especially my third round. Like I said, that was on me. I took the foot off the gas a little bit. I can see it. I watched it back. That's not gonna ever happen again.
So you and Infrared had a great battle. Next thing you know, Wing drops the 2-day card for the breed is different.
Three.
BDMC versus OG Prime. How did we get here? Is there a backstory with you and OG Prime? Or this is just one of those that Wing was like, here, and it's like, it's going to be magic.
Right. I think it was a little bit of everything. OG Prime, salute to OG Prime for recognizing real. He knows I'm one of the talented MCs. He'll tell you himself. He recognized it early. He wanted to be somebody to face me early on. Whether it be to get me to battle me early, to get that battle out the way and not let me progress, and battle me when I'm even more dangerous or what. But
Mm-hmm.
like, so I was one of the people he kind of called out and said he wanted to make that happen. Wing, obviously, she's the operator, so she's gonna make happen what she wants to make happen. So
That's
actually, we didn't know for a while what we are gonna do if we are gonna battle. Me and him were just kind of chirping back and forth here and there. We already knew where we stood in the process, so we knew we were gonna have to see each other eventually. Um, we just didn't know when. So when she said OG Prime, we were like, okay, bet. Like we knew that was gonna happen already. We knew we were kind of like two of the top specifically. Like we feel like we're the two of the top dudes in this who we can move the farthest. Like personalities, we clash in certain things, and we also have similar styles in other ways. So if you break it down, but no, I was actually going to battle. I had another battle lined up, and then it got switched, and then it got switched back to OG Prime. So we kind of went through a little roller coaster a little bit before we even got to.
Can you say who was the person?
Well, I mean, just for it was OG Prime. Knows who it is. So and he
Okay.
may or may not have battled him before, but but it was somebody in the B1s. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely gonna be a B1 clash. That's something that I'm looking forward to, especially is the B1 process, the class that we're like, we gotta knuckle up and battle because we gotta show why we're the new generation of bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming to make a whole new level. It's a whole new story right here. These bricks that we are, they set the foundation. We're trying to build up in this shit. We're trying to take it to that next level. You know what I mean? Like so that's really where I'm at is B1s. We're going to be clashing. We're going to be the ones who go against each other. Me versus Spoken, me versus Cash Kid, me versus Iggy B. Those types of things need to happen if we're going to be in this, depending on the direction she wants to take it. Wing wants to take it. You know what I mean? If she sees something different, if she sees a better fit, anybody could get lined up. But battling them is going to showcase what we're about. It's going to showcase what we're trying to accomplish as a collective. So there's really no backstory behind me and OG Prime, but it's definitely a backstory as far as the B1 process, as far as the intake, where we came from, what we're trying to accomplish. We got to show that season 2 and season 3 and we got to show everybody else what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? Like how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, because I be in the spaces and I just be listening to some of them. Like some of them don't listen
You know what
to
happens?
like when you talk. And then some of them, I hate to say, Tanner, he's young. So, he's kind of just,
You know
well,
what
I
happens
know
though?
about this. I know
You get
this.
into this room, and it humbles you regardless. If you're good or bad, it doesn't matter if you're good or bad. This room will humble you because you're gonna see the difference in the reaction. You're gonna see the difference in the way other people get reaction. You're gonna see when people don't get reaction. You're gonna
Yeah.
realize someone's kicking your ass, and we're screaming, "Kick his ass!" and you losing, and now you got a rap still.
Yeah.
Like, and you got to take all that energy back. This humbles you regardless if you win, lose, or draw. This room will make you different. So all the season 2 people, that's why season 1 is like, all right, yeah, no, I'm ready for war now. Like that's why the B1s are like, because when it happens, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be bad for everybody. Like, so
They was in
yeah,
the space trying to explain that to Tana, and Tana just was not trying to hear it.
no,
And I'm
shout
like,
out to season 2, but yeah, no,
yeah,
boys got
salute to Tana. Salute to season 2. Salute to the ones that are doing your 70,
facts.
that are being
Because we want to
visible.
know. We want to know who you are at the end of the day. Like, I don't want to have to guess. I don't want to have to guess and say, are you like, no, I
Yeah.
want you to be, I want to know that you're who you are. I want to know who you battling. I want to know when you battle. Like, I want to know, like, that type of thing. So,
You versus OG Prime. What you do better than him?
uh, formulate words. I definitely have a better situation as far as my writing scale. I think I'm at a higher level writing scale wise. Like he's got good ideas, he's got some good concepts. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he can go there with me as far as the rhyming and the technicalities that I have in my pen. Now he don't like when I say this, but fuck him because my pen, it's a situation, man. I'm writing rhymes that are like double entendres, triple entendres. Like we're doing deeper punches. We're doing like harder cuts. You know what I mean? Like it's not just the simple low hanging fruit. And if it is, it's the cleanest one on the tree. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing everything polished. My shit is not to be like thrown together and freestyled and things like that. Like he's got a more organic style. I got a more technical style, and that's gonna be the difference in the in the way we rap. Except I'm gonna show like you need some technicality in order to take it there. Like you can be organic all you want, but you're gonna be outside really forever if you just stick to that like natural. I'm good at rapping, but I'm not trying to perfect it type of like I'm in there trying to hit the bullseye every time. I'm trying to make sure everything's not overthink it, but let it be so certain shit makes more sense. Like how can I make this make more sense? How can I not add something but switch this to make it even more like, oh, that rhyme pattern and he doubled up right there, had a little, I do a lot of different shit with the pen, literary elements that prime. Like I do way more in the writing aspect. He's a better like his energy and his like delivery is what brought him here. Because his punches are cool. He's got good punches, and the way he delivers them and the way that his personality is what created the OG Prime that everybody appreciates. Because he's not writing like that. I could sound like a dork. I could sound like a weirdo. I could sound like I could literally do whatever I want, and my raps are going to be fire. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I can deliver it and the fact that I can have personality behind it is only more dangerous.
That is very true. Now, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong with this one. Did you watch his spotlight interview with Tom Brown?
With Tone, bro, yeah, I was tapped in.
Did he say that he doesn't write his rounds down? He comes up with it in his head?
Yeah.
Or
That's a
something
fact.
along the lines of like that?
And that's the difference. That's where like I recognize patterns. You know what I'm saying? I can recognize in the writing. I can tell when somebody has a B rhyme versus a A B C B rhyme. I know when certain shit hits differently. I know, and because it's visual. When it's written down, you can see the patterns in the words. So the way we look at it is different than the way OG Prime's doing it, which is think about your rhyme, you think of a good punch, you think of your setups, and you're kind of coming with base level stuff because you don't got room to let it go and forget about it because you're gonna forget about it. So now you gotta keep it. You gotta keep whatever you thought of. You can't revise that as easy. You can't, oh, let me take this part out and add something else. Like it's not as simple. So kudos to him for doing it like that. It's a little more complicated. He definitely is doing his thing, but I'm gonna show that there's levels in what he does. I'm here to show there's levels in what he's trying to do. Like, let me show you how to do what you need to be doing, so you could be, the OG Prime that everybody needs. Because right now it's the OG Prime that everybody wants, and it ain't right. It's not 100%. He's at like 85%. He's almost there. He's got a few things he's got to work on, and that's where battling me comes into play.
That is very true.
I'm gonna force his hand.
How do you feel about the weekend of Burks versus Intake, him taking two battles? Smart decision?
Yeah, nah, cool. Because he was already prepped for Will, so taking the second battle was a chance in his head. He looked at it like, I already got this battle with Will. I'm locked in. I got my rounds. I'm super motivated, right? So I could come up with 3 2-minute rounds for bro. I could come, I could, if I got 2 weeks, I could come up with some shit, especially being a freestyler. We witnessed it in the room. If you watch it back, he freestyled a lot of that material in his cash battle. So like that's cool, but how much credit do you want from that? If you
True.
didn't if you didn't write all 3 rounds, or you didn't take the time to dedicate to memorize, and you lost it, so you freestyle some cool shit, that's dope. But I'm gonna put it in that category. I'm not gonna put it in the category of this was a war. Y'all didn't go to war. Y'all were sparring. And that's where I feel like if you're gonna take those battles, 2 battles in one weekend trying to prove a point, I get it. You did your man a favor. But even he could have been more prepared for a different battle potentially. I don't know if that raised or lost either of their stock either way. I don't think that did much for either of their stock personally. because
Yeah,
people don't talk about that battle as much. It's not a bad. People only talk about it because it was Prime's second battle.
that is very true.
Like if they talk about, they don't talk about it because Cash was spazzing. They don't talk about it because Prime was going crazy and doing numbers. No, they talk about it because that was Prime's second battle and he helped Cash because Cash's opponent bailed out on him like 3 weeks before the event. So
Okay.
he did him a favor. He's doing him a favor, if anything. So I didn't take it. I took it for what it's worth, right? It's a sparring session. I didn't give him no extra credit for that. Personally,
Okay.
because that's what he because he did something that wasn't prepared, right? Like he was unprepared. He freestyled as an MC. That's part of our repertoire, of course. But also the stage that we're on and the level that we're at isn't just if I forget my shit, let me freestyle. It's okay. You should be knowing, hey, I gotta be prepared regardless. This is what I want to do. And if you got his freestyle, that's cool. You're good at it. Like I said, he's good at it. He can do his thing. But if he wants to do that with me, I'm gonna show the levels. It's gonna be clear levels because I'm like I could do what Cash Kid does, which is nice punches, quick in between little shit. But Cash does it so fast and he spins around so much you don't know what the fuck he's saying. So I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show both of them really because I'm gonna show everybody that's in the building kind of like this is what a brick looks like. You know what I'm saying? This is what the energy looks like. This is what the raps need to look like. Like you need to be rapping better than me, and I'm rapping. I'm nice, so you gonna have to get some shit together. Um, I'm ready for whoever she puts in front of me after this too. But OG Prime, yeah, no, he's a good opponent, but I got this, 100%. I'm winning clear because I'm not losing a battle this year.
Mm,
No, because you know because there's no way up no more.
that is
There's
very true.
no way up anymore. No one can get out of this, you know what I'm saying? Classics. Everybody's trying to be friendly competition. Like we talking about, oh, they both did fire 2-1 either way. Like, nah, cut the noise. I'm not doing 2-1 either way no more. I'm not doing classic battles. I'm winning clear. I want the whole crowd to say he was fire, but be the MC one clear. Like that's what we're doing now because I can't because you're not going to go up in the culture in battle rap if you're not killing people, if you're not winning, if you're not doing numbers like that. You could have a classic when you get there, when you're
Yeah.
battling Tay Rock, when you're battling A War, when you're battling Clips, and when you're battling these certain people, when you get to that stature of MC, when they're already getting their million views. Like, yeah, go have a classic, kill him. But if you have a classic, it is what it is. But like when you get at this level, no disrespect to any of my peers, but at this level, you get out my way. Like I'm killing everything in front of me. I'm winning clear because there's no way that you're gonna move up in this shit without winning clear. So I'm playing to win. I'm not playing to be friends, and I'm not playing to do that. I'm playing to win.
Is there a consequence? You know how like with y'all made the B ones.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose the battle, do you kind of like step back in a sense?
Well, it takes away some of my like the push and pull that I might have from winning this battle. There's gonna be another bricks first intake coming up, I'm sure. You know what I mean? There's gonna be other situations that come up. They got cards. They could do another blood, sweat, and tears. They could do another full circle. They could do another max out. They could do a lot of things. So who's to say I won't be on one of those cards? So
That is
if I,
very
I
true.
got that's what I mean. You have to win clear because the consequence is he gets it, and I gotta wait until next time I prove it. That's the consequences. You gotta sit or you gotta battle so and so and prove your worth again. You gotta do X, Y, and Z now. And that's when people get salty because they don't understand there is a consequence to this shit. And there is to a level you have to be winning clear. You have to be doing everything proper. Otherwise, you're gonna get backdoor. You're gonna be in the back. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be waiting for the next dude. If OG Prime smoked me, he's gonna get whoever he asks for.
Say you go in there and you clearly smoke Prime. what matchup makes sense next for you?
See, that's tough because there's a couple situations. There's bricks and there's non-bricks.
Okay.
And by non-bricks, I mean just people who are, familiar on the RBE channel, or people who are just, they're around, but they might not be in the brick process. So like, there's a couple people lined up, definitely. But at the end of the day, no, whoever's motivated, whoever's motivated, because I want to battle people who are motivated to win. I want to battle people who are motivated to get to the next tier. I don't want to battle. That's why I'm actually glad I'm battling OG Prime, because the things that he says are kind of like he wants to take it to that next level. He wants to bring the brand higher. He wants to bring certain things to the table that other artists might not be. As far as like, what are you bringing to the table? Basically, like who are you? And that's Prime's kind of like his energy. That's what I'm on too. Like, what are you bringing to the table? What are you gonna do? What have you done, and what can you do? And that's what I want to battle. So people like Jay Breed, people like Dollar, those two battles are fire. Death the Kid, that's fire. That's all brick shit. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely Cash Kid beat one shit. He could definitely come outside. He wants to fight a kangaroo. Shit, he could fight me. Um, Shit like that. There's anybody who calls themselves a good MC, who says they're a good rapper, I want to battle you. Like, I don't want to necessarily battle like just because you're aggressive, or just because you're loud, or because you have this and that. I want to battle the people who can test my pen, because I know that they're going to rap really fucking good. People like XL, you know what I mean? Like, somebody like XL will be a fire on my resume. We will go to war for sure. Shit, I mean, even battle and show off, that would be fire. You know what I mean? I would battle Peaches. You know what I'm saying? Peaches would be a test of the pen. Because she's gonna go in there punching, and I'm gonna have to make sure I'm moving everything I gotta do. So, I don't duck no smoke. I could go down the whole roster. You know what I'm saying? I put up anybody this year.
I like it. I didn't think about Peaches. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, after seeing what Peaches did to drop, it's just like, stay clear of her.
No, and it ain't nothing. Like, that's why it would be interesting conversation, because a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, but I feel like what I bring to the table. She's gonna be forced to do really well with the angle she wants to attack. You can't just come in there with that angle, with those angles that everyone else has, and like, I'm gonna say shit you never heard. So like, I'm gonna say some Peach shit you never heard. No, like, I fuck with Peaches. I'm not saying I'll battle her off rip. I'm just saying, like, whoever wing thinks is cool, whoever pops outside, whoever's out the window with it, like, we could do that. No matter what, like, for sure. There's some intake dudes who keep, talking that shit. So we gotta, Brick versus intake's coming around, and guess who's gotta be outside? So y'all might have to see me 3 rounds if you want to get up here. I'm gonna gatekeep that shit. So
you
whoever
versus Professor might be dope.
Professor for sure. Def the Kid been fucking going crazy. He I'm gonna show Def what it is eventually. You know what I'm saying? He talking crazy. A couple other intake dudes too I fuck with, but like, they not really fucking with me. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people are. I don't think a lot of people are fucking with me, and that's what I'm gonna do in this OG Prime battle, and that's why I'm gonna win clear. So I'm gonna start letting them know you're not really fucking with me. Like, you want to be, because we're all nice at this, we're all good at this. You know what I'm saying? But when we get in that building together, it's gonna be a whole different conversation. You could be nice. You're just not about to be nicer than me.
That is very true. Now that you're a B1, are you solely only battling for RBE?
Shout out to the RBE, because they definitely are a high priority. I feel like whatever I do, I want to put 110% into it. But at the same time, I'm outside. Shout out to the new upstate New York in the building. Shout out to Buffalo in the building, Rochester, Syracuse. I'm from Buffalo, so anytime there's an event here and I got the opportunity to show up, as long as it makes sense. There's a couple people out here that they're nice. They might not be in the same platforms I am, but there's a couple people from Buffalo who got on the Crucible. A couple people who even like just aren't even on a big platform, but they do numbers or they're crazy. They write crazy, so I would battle them. So now I'm outside, but if anybody from anywhere wants to tap in with me, I'm outside for sure, as long as it makes sense. I travel wherever. Like I'm going to VA for this event in 2 weeks. I've been to Maryland, Staten Island. I'll be in Ohio. East Coast for sure is easy for me. So I'm definitely outside though. So, but I'm not exclusive as far as that goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm high priority. It's definitely like top priority. Like I don't have nothing booked right now because I'm making sure that I'm on point. I wouldn't take this shit lightly for the world, but when it comes to like being outside, no, I'm bookable this year. Cause like I said, I'm not gonna lose a battle. So whoever feels some type of way, and they got league owners, you got somebody you think can oh no, you can't fuck with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody says, oh, you can't fuck with my mans, we'll set it up. I'm outside, like whoever it is, as long as it makes sense. And I don't mean make sense like money all the time. I don't mean make sense. I mean, is bro active? Is he motivated? When was his last battle? Like, does he give a fuck about this shit? Because like I've battled people who quit battling. You know what I'm saying? I battle people who don't battle anymore. I battle people who only battle once a year and they don't barely do nothing in motion. So like that doesn't do anything for me. I need somebody who in 1 year you might be sharing the battle still. Like I want you to battle me and feel like, oh, I went crazy against Be the MC, knowing that I'm Be the MC, knowing that I'm trying to make a name for myself, knowing that I'm trying to do exactly what I want. So like you got to recognize that. But I guess go ahead, my fault.
No. That makes sense though. I only ask because I know some people, their thing is, I don't know if they do it as a career or as a hobby. So that's why I always ask, do y'all take, like, how do you manage to keep RB as the priority and then book around it?
Right. No, you understand the scheduling. You understand how the ship has to be. So when you do book with the when you do book with the league, you know how they operate, you know what they expect from you, that you know what type of time it's gonna take from you. So when you take this type of battle, you gotta have all those things ready to go. And then expect that the other league is gonna want that same thing. They're gonna want that same energy. So you gotta just know when, like, if I got a battle this month, I might take one at the middle of April, end of April, just so I got enough time to fully prep. You know what I'm saying? Like that way I got time to do exactly what I need to do. But that's why it's high priority over here at RBE though, for sure.
Okay, that makes sense. Because I'm trying to think. Yeah, because there's a lot of different places. It's like every time I turn around, it's a new league popping up. So, like, salute the Caution. Caution went to QB's event, so salute that.
Salute to Caution for sure. 757 in the building.
Hopefully next time Caution can be on the card. Maybe she can get some more y'all pull up, be on the card.
Oh, you mean out there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be fire to see her out there. That would be crazy. On QB's league, that would be lit. Now I'm trying to go. There's a couple places, a couple leagues I like to tap in with. Nothing specific, just the main, intermediate, kind of those leagues where you could start setting a name for yourself. RBE though is a good place to be. It's a great place to be. Being a part of the brick process has been nothing but pure, great information, learning and growing in the process. That's what we're here for, to experience the process without having to deal with well, experience the process with guidance. We got a little bit of guidance behind it that can give us that cue of this is what you do in this situation because you've seen it right here. This is what you'll do in this situation because you can ask for advice if you need it. Like
Yep.
you just got to be open to being grown and ask or pay attention and watch the situations. And if you really want to assess like how to do this battle rap shit, you got to pay attention to what goes on around you and how these people interact and how this works. I'm a fly on the wall. Like that's a lot of people don't hear from me. They always say like, "Oh, yo, B, you ain't said shit." It's like, hey, I'm observing, I'm watching, I'm paying attention. Like I'm enjoying the moment. I'm not just like observing and being weird. Like I'm in it. That's just how I naturally am. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna pay attention, see who's who, see who's the, who's top of the tier over here, who's the guy. Oh, they all gravitate over to you. Okay, so you must be this person. Okay, bet. Like I watch all that shit. So for me, being in this league is the best place because they got the killers, they got the hitters, they got like battlers of the year and shit. You feel me? Like
That's a fact. Battler of the year. Caution was it what? In what, two of the categories for
he
like
was the number one brick this year too.
facts.
Facts.
Salute the people's champ.
That's a fact.
Like RBE doing some big things.
No, salute to ARP. He just dropped the interview,
I
kind
gotta
of
watch
going
that.
over a lot of the history. That shit was fire. That shit was fire. He definitely looking forward to seeing what happens this year, but that's what we're for. That's why we're here to do that, to be that, like I said earlier, to be that generation of bricks that's next. We're the next layer. They did the foundation. Y'all like breed caution, people like that. Even up to infrared. They're kind of like the staple like bricks right now. Like they are the ones. And we're the level that is like, oh yeah, this is the reason that they're here is so we can come up and shine even higher.
Yep.
Like we're supposed to come in here and blow the roof off this bitch. And that's what ARP is waiting for, if you ask me. He's waiting for us to blow the roof off this bitch again so he can say, okay, it's time. You got 20 people who are ready. Bet. That's about 6 months worth of, like cards and everything else. We can make some shit happen. That's the first half of the year. You could just, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you got, so I think he's just waiting for us to go that crazy. And salute to him because when he sees what we do this time around, like I said, I'm about to do numbers myself, and I know everybody's just as motivated as I am to do the same type of shit. Because this card means more to the people who are for real. Because, like I said, this is low key like a brick by brick card. This is kind of like, do you got it or don't you got it? Like, it's not like a 1SK because we're already in it, but this is like a do you got it? Like, you're here now. Like, the door is shut. You can't go anywhere. Like, are you gonna survive in this gauntlet?
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that energy because there's 20 other motherfuckers in the room trying to rap better than me, and I'm trying to be the best in the business. So that's at the end of the day, like that's my motivation. And being the underdog is motivation too. 100%. They got me losing. I'm not tripping on it, but I recognize the conversations. So I'm like, all right, bet. Let me show you something else now. Let me put my foot on the gas because you think I'm gonna lose. Bet. Because you thought I was gonna lose when I battled EAZ.
Yeah. A lot of
And,
people
and
definitely
you thought
said
I was gonna
ESA
lose
was
when
gonna
I
get you out of
battled
here.
infrared. So what's happening is it's a pattern. Either I'm not gonna lose, or y'all just need to make a different decision. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna win. And I
Yeah.
think that's where like I haven't put my foot down and stamped my standard. That's why I said I'm not losing this year. Like I know where I was at last year. I had about 8 battles last year almost altogether. And I know where I was at. I wasn't in the best space and I was still going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I had real life shit that I was just battling through anyway, which was probably not the best choice. I probably could have taken a little break, but I said, fuck it. Like, I need to just keep doing what I got to do. But right now, I'm super focused on this type of shit. I'm super focused on the path to get me where I want to be. So this year, yeah, no, I'm putting my foot down. Not losing. Clear. clear wins. Like it ain't gonna be nothing but clear wins, at least for the rest of the year. I don't know who they're gonna put in front of me. They're gonna try and line me up now that I said that shit. But I'm ready for that. That's exactly what I want. I want line me up because what the fuck are you talking about? I'm being the MC. I'm gonna pop my shit. Like I said, I don't pop my shit all the time because I was watching, I was observing, I'm trying to pay attention. I don't just go outside in front of the train and act like it's not gonna hit me. You know what I mean? So I gotta be ready for that shit. So I'm ready for that shit though. Whoever, whenever. I'm from Whoever Wants Smoke. That's my home league from Buffalo, New York. Like that's where I came from. When I say home league, that's what I mean. Like that's where I came from. That's my alma mater. That's my, I graduated from there and came here.
Yep.
I think you froze up on me.
With Mills. Ooh, hold on.
Dutch Mills?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Chase Paper. I'm familiar with Stretch Mills. Is it
Shout out to
Casino C's? Is that what his name is?
Casino C's. Yeah, he's
You
from
know,
Buffalo. Chase Papers from Rochester, and Stretch Mills is from Syracuse. So shout out to all three of them because that's we kind of like that's like all three. Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester. That's like the big upstate pocket right there. And those are three people who are dope. I never battled Stretch Mills though. I would definitely battle Stretch.
that would that would be dope.
I'm trying to see. We gonna set shit up for this year, like upstate wise. We got a lot of building to do upstate. Upstate needs it has good management. I recognize the people who are doing the moves. When the right moves are made, it's fire. But it's time to show. Hey, Upstate got some real crazy killers, and that's why I'm doing RBE. You see, you're gonna see this year, probably next year, a couple more Upstate people pulling up through here. You're gonna see Upstate on the other side too at URL type shit like that. You're gonna see Upstate everywhere, but Buffalo specifically, like that's really where I'm putting on for Buffalo. But Upstate is gonna be outside everywhere, even everywhere from shit like Grind Time. Grind Time just had an Upstate card, and they had some vets. They had some vets come back outside. They like the Upstate card was fire. So I definitely would say Upstate is the other thing that I'm focused on. It's me, I got OTM. OTM is my people. Shout out to CNG Taj Millie. Shout out to Crystal Renee. Shout out to Miss Ill with it. She's from Buffalo, New York. Shout out to Brills. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the team. Shout out Quanda Rebel. Like that's the team that I represent outside of everything but battle rap. Like no regional shit, no nothing. Like that's the battle rap syndicate we in. Like that's our group. That's our shit. So I'm back.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to put on for my people, for my team. I'm trying to do right by the things that I represent, so that when they say, "Oh, he said he's from upstate," and then you hear someone else say they're from upstate, you're gonna be like, oh, "Okay, I fuck with upstate because I heard Be the MC. I fuck with Buffalo because I heard Be the MC. I fuck with RBE because I heard Be the MC." Like I'm trying to be the gateway for a lot of people. Like you can fuck with me and then go like that shit. I'll be the first one. You can fuck with me. Like I'm cool. So like that's really what I'm trying to do is be like that, be that person to come in here and say like, "Yo, come fuck with the shit I fuck with." Because people from Buffalo, there's some fire MCs from upstate. OTM, my whole team is popping. Like my whole team is popping on OTM. Miss Ill with it, she's was in the top 3 February power list. You know what I'm saying, for female MCs in battle rap. Like what? Miss Ill in the top 3? Stop playing with me. Like, and she's from Buffalo, and she's fire. Shout out to CNG Ty and Taj Millie. They've been on the trenches. CNG Ty was on the trenches tournament. Shout out to bro. They were on a bullpen shit. They were killing it at bullpen, like the straight up the mud pen. They turned that shit over. So, Shout out to everybody on my team doing work like that. And I'm over at RBE doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's trench coat season. This is like, that's the type of shit that I'm on. So, like, we all putting on for our own shit just to bring it back home. And people fuck with Ty because they fuck with me. And people fuck with me because they fuck with Ty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all, that's what we do. That's what we're all supposed to do. That's what RBE is supposed to do with each other. That's what Buffalo and Upstate need to do with each other. Just say where you just say it and be about it, and we rap good, and then there ain't gonna be no issues. If you rap good, no one's gonna give a fuck. Be like, oh, everybody from Buffalo raps good. You don't have to like me, but we all rap good. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm trying to let people know, like, everybody from Upstate, you don't have to like us. We all rap good. You would love our battles. And that's my big motivation, a passion of mine. You know what I'm saying? I get a little hype for that shit because that's Upstate doesn't have that recognition throughout battle rap. It does at grind time because that was pretty much the main place that Upstate was going when they were rapping. There was a couple people who got crucibles from Upstate, or back when they were PGs. A couple people got PGs back before, but like other than that, it wasn't too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, not too many people from Upstate were outside working like that. So when I went outside, I felt like I was the first person until I did my research, until I finally, got caught up with the game. But right now, I'm one of the only people outside for real, for real.
Unlimited Boss, salute. OTM, that boy's a goat up there.
Yeah, see, that's Unlimited Bars, Big 30s in the building, man. Salute to bro. That's Buffalo right there. I would put Unlimited Bars against a lot of different people. And he would cook. Salute to him. You could go watch our battle, Be the Emcee versus Unlimited Bars. That shit is out on YouTube, and that's a fire battle. That was like 2 years ago, and we way better. And we just, it's like, imagine 2 years ago, you might be like, oh, that was all right, but you see where we're at now. That's what I'm saying. Like, we went crazy in that shit.
Well,
Yeah, no, I
I see
appreciate you
Tosh
taking.
Millie's in the NSA process. I see
Yeah,
that.
I'm looking forward to it. That's probably gonna be later in after this card, they're gonna probably start working on that. If they're not
Yeah.
already, they might already be working on that shit. You know how they do it. They're not gonna waste any time.
Nope.
Absolutely. No, Taj Millie in the process only is gonna solidify what we came to do, which is when we go places, we do that. We take over. We make it in the process. We don't not make it in the process. That's what OTM has always done. I mean, Ty, he was in the bullpen tournament. He didn't even get through his first round, and he got an opportunity. They already saw it. They were like, all right, get your shit together and rap again. But you obviously can't win, but we're going to give you the opportunity because you that fire. We just can't let you go home without an opportunity. And that's kind of how, like, it is for me. That's how it's gonna be for Taj. That's how it was for Ms. Ill. You're not gonna go. You're not coming in. Not walking in and not getting an opportunity because that's what we do. It's OTM. It's out the mud. That's what we do. We go in to get an opportunity because we didn't get that. I didn't have that in Buffalo. Ain't no opportunities for me to get no names out here in Buffalo. I gotta pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and what do I look like right now paying for something if I could take a year and grow in this process and get these names and get paid for it?
That is very true.
You know what I'm saying? If I instead of because there ain't nothing out here. Not no disrespect to Upstate, but like there wasn't nothing out here, so I had to go out and get it, and that's why OTM made sense to me, was to be like, we're gonna go out and get it regardless. I'll be in New York, I'll be in Maryland, I'll be in VA, I'll be in Ohio, I'll be in Philly, wherever I gotta be at to make this happen. Let's go.
That's true. Salute to Wing and Qua because they was just out Connecticut also at QB's event. So salute to them.
Yes, yes. No, salute to them anyway. They are goaded out here. They go crazy. They go crazy. Hard work. That's hard work in the flesh right there for sure.
Facts. Facts.
Nah, salute. Wing. has done more for a lot of people than she probably gonna get recognized for.
That's a
Because
fact.
the game that she gives other people that they give other people, you know what I mean? Like it's a different situation that she's just really training a generation to do better in this battle rap shit without training them. Like she's just putting you in the situation to deal with that. So you have to deal with that. So you have to learn to overcome it, or it's gonna crumble you. She will. So she just is very good at this. You know, that's why I'm bad on OG Prime. She did it on purpose. She knows why she did it. Because she wants to see more from him. She wants to see more from me. And this very specifically, what she wants to see is what we're both, what she thinks he's missing, I got. What she thinks I'm missing, he's got. So that's what she's trying to do. Create that. So I get it. And if she's not, then I'm an idiot. But I'm pretty sure I could kind of pay attention to what's going on and say, okay, I know what's happening. So Wing is diabolical in that regard. She
Yep.
lined me up quick. She probably
Yes,
gonna
she
have a
will.
battle for me in like a month. She gonna be like, all right, B, that was cool, but why don't you do it again?
Yep.
She don't. She's like, be on my bumper,
Go out there and be amazing. Get OG Prime and see how quick your phone ring.
bruh. I swear to God, it's gonna be like that, and that's exactly what I'm looking for because that's what I said before. I'm trying to stamp it. I don't care. I'm not. I'm winning clear, and I hope all my battles are RBE. But I know I'm gonna be outside. I got a couple upstate lined up that I'm talking about right now. That are gonna be real nice upstate battles that make sense, not just me battling someone for a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about. Oh, you trying to be the best? Then you better not lose to me because I'm gonna be in your way. And they're gonna say, but you lost to him if you don't beat me. So now you gotta try to beat me. Because they're gonna say, but you lost to him.
Facts.
And those are the battles I want. I want the battles that people feel the pressure so I could feel the pressure that, you know what I'm saying? Like I want that whole energy exchange because I'm going crazy up there. Not just screaming and shit. I'm talking just my approach and my battle rap cheat code book that I got right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm ready to go.
Question: who would push your pen more, A Ward or Ill Will?
That's kind of crazy. Um because I think Ill Will has a better punch. I think that A Ward would probably be able to take the crowd easier. So I think that A Ward will probably be the harder challenge. He would push my pen to make sure that not just like be deep all crazy and write crazy shit. I think that A Ward will force me to make sure that I was um like consistent and authentic and
Mm-hmm.
he would push it just in a way that Ill Will I would have to go in there and be the best version of be the MC. But with like A Word, I feel like I would have to be like the best version to be the MC and be like humbly giant about it. You gotta have a lot of different attributes when you battling somebody like that because he's gonna try and break you down and contradict you and tell you why what you just said is dumb. And so he's gonna push the pen for me not to leave any chinks in the armor. For me not to leave it's gonna be airtight that round. Um, and that's what I would look for is that full and that's why it's great because not that like I'm not authentic, but when you're forced to be like, oh, he's gonna call you out clear, period. Like you can't even. He's gonna say you stepping where, like he's gonna be on shit with you. So like
Facts.
I feel like A Word will push the pen a little bit more, but Ill Will is funny and he's got charisma, and he's got punches that are different. You know what I'm saying? But his character alone is going to carry him in that battle. So he would also be. I would fuck with him. I would definitely like to battle Ill Will and A Ward. Those are two people who like damn near they setting the way. You know what I'm saying? They going. They made it happen so we can make it happen. So I don't know how long people battle for. I've been thinking about shit like there's gonna be a day where all these people retire and I'm not gonna be able to battle certain people.
Mm-hmm.
But that's cool with me because at the end of the day, I'm about to take their spot, and I'm trying to battle whoever wants to take their spot. You know what I'm saying? With me,
Mhm.
like if we about to be the new goats, y'all can retire. I don't even want to battle you anymore. Like it would be super cool to see Mike Tyson fight Ali, but if we don't get to see that fight, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at. Like I don't care if I don't get to see the Ali's of the game anymore. I don't care if I don't get to see the biggest players that set the tone. I don't need to play against Jordan. I'm in the
Okay.
game. We're about to turn up and be the new Jordans. You know what I'm saying? We're about to be that new generation of that. Like that's cool and all, but I don't need to play with you. I don't need to play with you. Like I don't need to battle Arsenal. Give me somebody else who's disrespectful. Give me somebody else who's about to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to battle them because at the end of the day, they're already unmotivated, right? Like they only love it because they love it now. I'm looking for someone who loves it and they're hungry and we about to be the new superstars and we about to take over the big stages and the small rooms, all the blogs. Like that's where we need to be. Like I'm not worried about battling A Ward, so to speak, because somebody like A Ward is gonna be retired in a couple years. He ain't gonna want to
That's for
battle
sure.
forever. He's trying to get his bucket list battles out the way. Then he's gonna be doing a small league tour. He's gonna come outside when somebody gets real big, and it's gonna be what we know it is. So I'm not worried about battling people like that. I'm trying to find who's next, who's trying to be the next superstar, who in 5 years they're gonna want to rematch with us. You know what I'm
That is
saying?
very true.
Like if I battle OG Prime and in 5 years we're both here now at a high point, and they say, "Oh, I need to see that OG Prime be the MC rematch." Because we both made it to superstar status, and it makes sense. K Shine and Tay Rock,
Yep.
it was 15 years or some shit, but like Grant or whatever, but 10 years, but they made it happen. It was a
Yep.
rematch, and that's the type of shit I'm talking about. If one of them would have quit, that shit could have never happened.
Yep. That
Though
is
that
very
type
true.
like so, and I'm looking to battle people who are gonna be the Tay Rock versus K Shine first battle, so we can go back in 10 years and run it back for another bag.
True. That is
I'm
very
not.
true.
I want nothing but heavy hitters.
You and Cass and that full circle would be fire though.
Me and Cash in a full circle.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. He gonna be spinning around and
But
doing
what?
all like with the spinning with the camera is gonna look like a mixing bowl. No, I'm playing. I would definitely battle Cash in that environment because that's what I'm talking about. I wanna not exploit, but I wanna show like, hey, bro, I can control that speed. Like he sounded like he driving when his wheels start shaking because he's going so fast, but the wheels shaking a little bit. Like he's right there, but the shit might break. My shit's smooth when I'm going that fast. You know, I control that shit real nice. So my pacing is better. Like I do a lot of things better than a lot of people. But Cash, I was supposed to battle Cash before, and I tell you, like he was about to get a different conversation than me and Prime are having. Like that's for sure. Me and Cash, I've been needed to have a conversation with Cash. He just wanted to set it up with Prime. So me and Cash definitely gonna happen. That might happen sooner than later. He wants, you know what I'm saying? Because he keep talking crazy side of his mouth, and I'm about to go up there and win clear with you too, bro. So whatever, like I'm telling you, whoever she puts me in front of, it could be you shit. Like I'm ready. I'm in that zone. My formula is win. I'm not going in there to do nothing less. Like I'm performing. I'm gonna have delivery angles, like punches. I scheme nice. I'm real good at scheming. Like I do different things. I have a little bit of funny shit. You know, I might be sarcastic, talk a little shit to you, but I definitely have a lot of different styles that I bring to the table that I can utilize. So whoever I battle, I can bring different tricks out the bag and do it like that.
Okay. Okay.
But
You
Cashy gets ass kicked.
you and Cass in a full circle. You and somebody on the roof, kind of like how they did Caution and RX, would be dope too.
No, yeah, that's that small room, quiet type. You know, you gotta hear what we gotta say. Like I like battles like that. That's the push my pen battles, the XLs, the shit like that. Cause they're the people who make me say, oh, okay, like I can't slip because he's gonna go crazy. But I know I can go crazier. I know I can win. That's like I
Mm-hmm.
know I can win any battle as long as I know, hey, I'm not about to slip. I'm not about to slip. No bar. I'm not about to like mishaps. No choking. None of that shit. Like we're fully prepared for these battles. I would definitely enjoy to battle XL on the roof or cash in a full circle type environment like that in the warehouse. That would be dirty. That would be fucking fire. Where like Ill Will and Pain battle, that shit would be fucking a good ass battle, bro.
It's a lot of options.
Yo, in the warehouse is crazy. I'm fucking with that idea. Cash, come see me on the warehouse, bro. Come see me at the full circle in the warehouse, bro. Let's make that happen. That's fire.
When Cash get the
Oh yeah, and he just gonna be doing that in his own, and it's gonna be the camera moving. That's fire. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I'd probably react too.
like that, the way them cameras is moving,
No, yeah, I
yeah,
fuck with that because they're gonna definitely make sure that they see everything we say and hear everything we say and really like give it the energy that it needs cinematically. Like to be a battle you want to watch on camera. Like be in an empty room, you need that constant motion and shit like that.
yup, that would, yup, that would be it. What is his witch called? Damn it! Every time I be looking for what what is his Cash did, yeah.
Fire. Yeah, no, I wouldn't duck no smoke though. Definitely not ducking smoke at all this year. So Wing, whoever you set me up with is I'm sorry. I don't know why you got a problem with them. I don't know why you want to hurt them so bad. I don't know what they did to you. It's okay. I will battle them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, you could have sent them someone else. You didn't have to send them to me. So it's all good though. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go crazy. OG Prime. I hope he's ready to. I hope he's ready to go crazy. I already know that he's, you know, preparing. But we'll see. We'll see what type of preparation he did because, you know, like he said, he wasn't fully prepared. He wasn't fully prepared for Cash, and it shows. In my opinion, I'm just a rapper. I'm just the MC watching the battle, observing, giving my critiques. But I think that he wasn't, you know, fully prepared for that battle. So understanding that he's fully prepared for this battle, I'm confident that as long as he doesn't say, "Oh, I could let up here because I'm good at freestyle, so I'm just going to not write anymore and rap about his shoes, or I'm gonna rap about some shit that he said." Like, don't do that, bro. Because you can. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you MC. This is hip hop. It's battle rap. You supposed to stick to your style. But if you come in there and do some shit like you did with Cash, it's not gonna end up. It's not gonna end up the way that you wanted to. It's not gonna look how you and Cash are boys. So now, oh, because you battled, it really doesn't matter who won. Nobody wants to say you lost. Nobody wants to tell you that you freestyled and it was kind of disappointing. Nobody wants to tell you that. They want to say, okay, it was fire because you freestyled. You had some good points. You had some good bars. I think Cash 30'd you, but I still think that you were good. Like at freestyling, I would probably I would probably have a bad time if I was trying to freestyle battle with you for 3 rounds because the bro could really do that. Like I could freestyle, but like he could freestyle. So like I get it. But when it comes to choreographing this shit, like I could architect this shit. Like this is not just man-made shit. This is architectural glory that I'm attempting. You know, I'm not just writing to write, or I'm not just writing to say shit. I really got shit. If you break down my shit, it's definitely like the patterns, the rhymes, the references, the placement, like all that shit is meant to be a way. I don't I don't do it just like how I feel. I do it how it's supposed to be, how it fits in this puzzle that I'm building. And that's where, like I said, I do that better. I'm more technically advanced in the writing aspect. He's not gonna touch the nuanced things that I can do. What he's gonna do is get a reaction and do battle rap shit. I'm a rap shit that's just like, oh my god, that's crazy. Like I bring that type of energy, not yeah. I bring oh my god, like what? Like I bring the crazy shit. He brings some fire, but I'm bringing like insanity. So I don't even know how to call it.
Suppose he actually takes his time and actually writes for you and doesn't freestyle through rhymes.
I'll be happy. Then he gonna go crazy because I heard I liked his round against ATM. I don't know how much of that he freestyled, but I like some of that material. You know, I was first time I saw OG Prime, so I was kind of excited to see what boys was you know prepared to do, and it seemed like a lot of it could have been prepared. If it wasn't, then he freestyled pretty good, but it was. I feel like battle rap, you need to be advanced. You just need to be. And OG Prime to me is like you laugh when you listen to OG Prime, and you have fun when you listen to OG Prime, and like it's like a party when you listen to OG Prime. It's cool. It's like, oh, ha ha. He said some sarcastic shit. He said like, like, why would you do this? He got simple flips, and I think his concepts are simple. And that's where I'm more technically like, not my concepts are more advanced, but like if I'm gonna say some shit, I'm gonna make sure I got a couple in there. I got a little rhyme in here that you might not even have registered that rhyme till I run it back. Like there's a whole bunch of shit that I'm doing that's gonna show like, hey, I didn't just write down the first thing I thought of. I thought of what I was going to write down. But if he goes in there and prepares, we're gonna have a good battle because I still think that he's a good MC. I still think he's a good battle rapper. Um, I know he knows what to do in this battle to win. I know he knows what approach to take. If he doesn't, I know how to win. I know how to beat me. But that's why it's like the problem. If you take that now, if he takes that approach, though, I'm prepared. I have the counter. I have the answer. I'm aware. I'm self-aware, and I don't know if he's very self-aware of the things that he needs to do to get better. Like I said, Wing put me against him for a reason,
Yep.
and it's because I say I'm a pen, and he don't even write his shit. But I'm a pen, and I literally write my shit down with a pen. So like, she wants to see what we both accomplish at the end of the day with this battle. Who's going to persevere? What style is going to show like, and I think mine has more technical preparation. Mine has more like, I'm ready to like shoot a missile to the moon, and if you don't aim it right, you're gonna miss. Like his shit is like, I'm gonna throw a rock in a lake and it's gonna splash. Like we both have a good style, and we're both doing something. I just think mine's gonna show the levels. Of course, we want to see that big splash, but we also want to see motherfucker hit the moon.
True.
What would you rather see in the moment? I'd rather see somebody hit the moon because that's the more advanced one or the other. I don't want to watch him throw rocks when they're shooting rockets.
Yeah.
So that's what we on. Like I'm shooting rockets and he's throwing rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. He's good at it. He's the best rock thrower I know. But he ain't he ain't fucking with me. That's all I'm saying. I'm popping my shit to the 24th. Big
As you
RBE
should.
shit. Big fucking brick shit.
As you should. if we had to talk about your fellow B1s, who got the best pen?
Um, I put Spoken up there with me. I think that he probably got one of the most advanced ability. He knows how to do a lot with the pen. I've seen him jot some shit that's got some detail behind it that might even go over heads if you're not paying attention type shit. Like and I don't mean overheads because we don't get it. I mean like some of the shit he puts in there is nice little detail work. I I fuck with it.
So, Cass's response was,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna beat his ass too.
Ha.
I knew
Yeah.
that was gonna be his response. I knew it.
Yeah. I mean that was a given. If he didn't say that, I'd be surprised.
I'd be like, come on now, Cass.
You're
Anything
not
less
gonna
than that.
you're not gonna at least say you gonna win, you gonna beat my ass or something, bro. No, that's good though. I'm glad he's motivated because he knows what time it is, and that's why when he's standing behind Prime, he's gonna be saying, "I'm gonna beat your ass." That's what he's gonna say. Cash is gonna be saying, "I'm gonna beat your ass" when I'm rapping because I'm gonna be in that piece bugging, doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, and they gonna want to battle me, and that's what I'm talking about. I want to battle motivated people. Come see me. I'm outside and y'all can't even fuck with me. So like the fact that I'm just gonna keep battling on the league and y'all just gonna let me battle on the league and talk shit, I'm not losing. So who wants to? Cash is next. That's cool. Who's next? It don't matter. Nah, but back to your original question. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, no, Spoken probably got one of the better pens because I think Cash is too spastic. Spoken's controlled. Spoken can throw you three references in 2 bars and then still have a punch that kind of ties it all in. At his on his best day, he's the best out of the other B1s.
Who the best puncher?
Cash should probably be up there as far as like originality in his punches, his rhymes. He's not rhyming like the basic stuff. He'll take the tougher word in a phrase. Like me, I tend to use a I tend to make the reference work and still might have a simpler approach towards the punch end. And that's why mine's more like a pen where you're gonna catch all of it. And there's a punch, but his punches, Cash's punches are focused on the topic. So I fuck with Cash's punches for that reason. So I
Mm,
put Cash up there with me for sure.
okay. Who's the best all around? That can pretty much do a little of everything.
Oh, Ziggy's up there with me. Um, for sure. He's definitely Ziggy got personality. He's got a little comedy. His promo's funny. He can definitely say some kind of like some weird shit, some funny shit, and he can say some tough shit. You know what I'm saying? And he can bring it back with a scheme. Like he could do a couple of different things in one battle. We saw it with Caution. He had a few different approaches with Caution in one round. That was like okay, like he's trying to see what is gonna where to go. So I fuck with Ziggy for that in that regard. Like he could be he might be one of the most well rounded of the B1s up there with me.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as like I feel like those three in those categories are definitely up there with me.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. I think y'all definitely have a good mixture with the B1s. You get a little bit of something different with all of y'all. Nobody's the same.
No, for sure. Yeah,
I
we
think
got
that's the
different.
best part of it.
I mean, yeah, we all got different styles. We approach things differently. We're not the same type of MC. We're not trying to have the same message. Like we got a lot of different shit going on for sure.
Let's see. Brick by brick. the Blue Room, Max Out. What other cards am I forgetting? Bricks versus Intake.
There's gonna be. I'm trying to see some blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. How could I forget that? Closure.
Closure. I wonder what we would do on closure. That'd be probably a couple battles you could line up for that. I'm sure.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, like, are there any battles that, like, there's a grudge? There's a,
I
like,
think
a.
that's to come. I think that's what we're gonna see in the next year is gonna be the real test because we did the first process. They picked the B1s.
Mm,
Now it's a little bit more of a competition because they actually finished the job. They followed through with the process and they pulled the trigger and said, "Yo, these are the people." Now what? Like, and everyone has to go even that much harder. Everyone has to go that much crazier in order to say, "I want to stay here," and in order to say,
yeah.
"I want to be in that position."
Well, yeah.
Because now you got everybody saying, "Oh, they picked him. I don't think they should have picked him." Right? Like I don't think he should have been in the B1. So now I gotta go extra crazy because I'm gonna prove why he shouldn't have been in it. I'm gonna prove why they shouldn't be in it, and I'm gonna prove why I should.
Yeah.
So I feel like the in season 2 should be that motivated.
Yeah.
And anyone from season 1 who wasn't in the B1s needs to be that motivated. Like get the fuck out my way. I'm tight. Cause I'm tight. Like I'm trying to be way, beyond and now I got different narratives spun and saying I'm gonna lose X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the third. And it's like, yo, let's talk. We could talk about what you want to talk about, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna win all these battles clear. So to prove stop with your assumptions and take the battle seriously. Like stop with the way that you're judging the battle and take it seriously. Cause I'm one of them. I've been one of them before, and I'm gonna be one of those here. You, you're only gonna be as good as the people around you. So if you
Yep.
put me in a room full of these like super talented, phenomenally gifted MCs, being who I am, I'm going to become the best MC I can be, and I'm gonna grow bigger and stronger than everybody can because that's what I do. I take over the space. I come in and I make it mine, So like the brick house, like I'm ready to, I need a room, a bigger room, you know what I'm saying? I need to paint. When y'all let me paint a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll pay the deposit I'll paint it back when I leave type shit, you know what I'm saying? Any of the bricks need their rooms painted, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. Like I'm trying to turn up in the brick house, trying to make this a place that everybody wants to be, make it the true process to become one of them. And if you are, is you made it through this process. If you made it through this process and you weren't one of them, it's because you weren't ready yet, and you will be ready soon. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, this process is the funnel, and you can be in a
Yeah.
different. You can be on the other side, but RBE, this brick intake, this whole thing is the best way to learn how to become the best person in the culture you can because you're gonna see what to do, you're gonna see what not to do, you're gonna see every in between. You're not gonna sugarcoat a lot of shit. There's gonna be people who tell you suck. There's gonna be people who say you're great. You're gonna see somebody crash out. You're gonna see somebody. You're gonna see everything in between. That's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna see someone get kicked out because they cussed out Wing and they should not. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like so you're gonna see all that shit and understand this is the way to learn. You're not gonna learn just by being isolated and put in a room, rapping, and going home.
Mm-mm.
You're only gonna get that much experience.
Yep.
You need to get the whole 100%. Then you need to be doing a lot of things, seeing other people make mistakes, make your own mistakes, and get better, quick, learn on the fly, and move. And that's why I'm here because I can, I move on the fly a little bit. I learn quickly and I adjust and I adapt. So soon as you put me in a brick house, yeah, no, I'm right here. Now what's up? Like you can't argue that I'm not like you can't argue shit that I'm about to say. Like as far as like if you're an MC and you can't talk to me about my accolades. Like unless you know the facts and the stats, don't come up here and tell me that like I don't have the capability because I know my stats and I know my accolades. So I know what I've done, I know what I can do, and I know what I'm about to do. So judging off that, yeah, no, I'm not losing this year.
If you go undefeated this year, you definitely gonna be public enemy number one.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. And this is my first step. This is the first staple one. This is the one that means something because, oh, you said I'm gonna lose off rip, and I'm telling you I'm going undefeated. That's a big jump. I'm not playing. I'm ready to take whatever I need to do to make sure that this happens. So these 3 rounds are about to be well oriented, prepared. I'm taking this shit super serious, professional. OG Prime is gonna have to go up there and be the OG Prime that everyone says he is.
That's a fact.
That's a fact because if he's not what they say he is, I'm gonna make him look different because I am what I say I am. I'm gonna be what they say I am. I'm more than what they say I am, and that's the problem. I'm like I'm getting OB's cool, but OG Prime's gonna what? Never mind. I'm gonna save all that for face off because I'm about we got a lot of things to say. We got a lot of things to talk about. So soon as OG Prime, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you at the face off, OG Prime. And I'm gonna see you on the 24th. Make sure everybody cops their tickets. Make sure everybody cops the VOD, rarebreedent.com. That's what we're doing, man.
Facts. Tell them where to follow you.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, BDMC_OTM, or you can just type in Be the MC. That's my name. That's what I go by on all my platforms. So Be the MC. You can type it in, you'll find me. YouTube. Go watch my battle with Infrared on the RBE channel. Watch my battle with EAZ. You can find me on YouTube. You can subscribe to my page too. But yeah, Be the MC everywhere. That's who I am. I'm the only one.
And we out.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Appreciate you.